Hey, what's going on, folks? This is Hero Stormwolf, and I apologize for not having a video out sooner. Real life things, I won't bore you with the details. But as you can see here, I have been playing some Overwatch. This is the closed beta that has been going around for a bit. Overall, the game is fun. I do like it. I'm just going to talk a little bit briefly about it and some of the announcements that was made for it at Blizzcon. So this is more or less like a Team Fortress type game. There is an attack and defend point. One team's the attackers, obviously, one team's the defenders, and these split off usually into two objectives: either capture 2 points or escort a large truck from point A to point B. In order to do this, you can pick from 4 different classes. One is the attackers, one is the builders, one is the defenders, and then the other one is support. Now, support usually has buffs and debuffs and healing, sometimes turrets. The defenders are usually your tanks. They have the most health, usually have shields and knockback effects. Your builders usually have things like also turrets, but can also do vision and provide support with a sniper rifle. They also have special abilities like to traverse the field. Attackers usually do the most damage, and their thing is get in, kill, get out. So right now I'm playing as Tracer. She is probably the fastest out of all the characters, but of course that being said, she's also the weakest of having 150 health. She takes damage really quickly, but if you're really good with her special abilities, in order to dash 3 times and then use a rewind to pretty much go back to the position you was earlier and get back all your health. There's about, I believe, 12 to 15 different characters out in the beta right now, each having their own abilities. I'm looking at the screen right now, 5, 10, 15, okay, so it's about, I think about 15, 18 characters, so quite a bit of characters for a closed beta, and each one of these characters have their own special abilities, I believe up to 4 abilities each, one being a passive. Right now, as you've seen here, is Reaper. His passive is every time you kill an enemy, they drop down health orb for him to pick up. As you can see there, briefly, there's a little red orb that if I was hurt, I can go pick up and pretty much get my health back. He also wields dual shotguns, and he can teleport and phase through for a small amount of time. His ultimate allows him to shoot in a circular area for about 4 seconds. So each character definitely does have their perks, their strengths and weaknesses. But that being said, overall, I believe this is a very fun shooter. It's not perfect as of yet, of course, still being in closed beta, but I believe this definitely has potential, especially being a Blizzard game, and they can pull not only original characters, of course, but they can pull characters from other games, which they're actually doing from this game to another game, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Now, one of the announcements at BlizzCon for Overwatch, which has a lot of people either on one side or the other, is that Overwatch is not a free-to-play game. They have, I believe, 3 versions of the game that you can buy. One is the base version, which is $40, which nets you pretty much everything in the game. Or not everything in the game, but like pretty much the game itself. The Origins Edition, which nets you 5 costumes from the origin storyline of some or certain characters. It gives you the exclusive skin for the sniper, I forget her name, Widowmaker. It gives you a skin for Widowmaker. It also gives you items for other games such as World of Warcraft, Heroes of the Storm, and Diablo. I know for certain that Heroes of the Storm is receiving Tracer as a hero, and then if you buy the Origins Edition, you'll be able to play as Tracer, I believe, prior to her actual release. So there's some incentive there to actually buy the Origins Editions for $60, which is the standard price of every game. And the game actually comes with a good amount of content, especially for just the $40 price tag. You get 21 heroes, each unique, which is really something you don't see in a first-person shooter. So you'll get 21 heroes. I believe it's about, if I had to guess, probably about 15 maps, give or take. Different characters, different maps, hopefully different objectives. It's not just the same attack and defend thing. That would be kind of tedious. I'm not too sure if there's going to be a story mode, but if they have something called Origins, I'd imagine there'd be small story bits and pieces here and there. But for $40, you get quite a good amount of content there, so I'm not too mad about that. As you can see, the game is very fast-paced. I'm not the best at it, so there's some slow parts here, but the game gets very hectic very quickly, as you'll see in some later clips here. But I think overall the game is good. I like it. There's definitely some balance adjustments that need to be made with some of the characters. but I think overall the game will do fine, especially being a Blizzard game. They got a lot of money back in it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of fans back in it. And they can also put, if they so choose to, which I know at Blizzcon they announced that they wouldn't put in extra characters, but if they ever so decide to, they have, you know, whole universes they can pull out characters from. They can pull out people from Diablo, World of Warcraft, fucking what's that one game? Blackthorn. If you fucking, not Blackthorn. I can't think of the name of it, but you get what I'm saying. There's other games that they can pull in and make actual heroes in this game if they so choose to. So there's definitely a good amount of content that they can put in this game, and if you so choose to, I'm pretty sure this is going to be an esports title. The game has enough competitive edge with the classes that they can actually make it an esports title, so definitely can see a future in Overwatch. My main concerns though is that they do release the $40 or $60 game, and they do decide to put in microtransactions and, you know, cost downloadable characters. That's one of the main concerns, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind it if it was like cosmetic things, like skins, like they kind of do with League of Legends with the skins, but of course you have to buy characters as well. But as I'm saying, like, I wouldn't mind cosmetic items, you know, skins and stuff like that. Nothing that breaks the balance of the game, but that's neither here or there. I think that this game does have a chance. And for the people comparing it to Team Fortress 2, saying, oh, it's exactly like Team Fortress 2, and Team Fortress 2 is free to play. Okay, so they are similar in first-person, you know, arcade shooters, but given the amount of content between each two of the games, like, look at Team Fortress 2 when it released, and look at Overwatch when it released. There's far more content in Overwatch than there is in Team Fortress 2, especially when Team Fortress 2 first released. And you have to correct me, this is a failed teleport here because I'm an idiot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Team Fortress 2 only had about 10 playable characters for about at least 5-6 years, maybe longer than that. So it's really hard to compare. It's like comparing apples and oranges. Yeah, they're both a fruit, but at the same time, they're extremely different types of fruit. So, but that being said, I probably will pick up this game. Just because of the sheer amount of content and the differentiation between each heroes. And there are some heroes that aren't even in the beta right now that are coming with the full game. And even those characters are extremely different. Like one being a ninja star throwing robot samurai, and the other one being a former pro gamer girl in a Gundam type thing. So, again, very nice differentiation between each characters.
Top.
The one thing that I like the most though is that this game actually does require teamwork to actually get anywhere. They put you in party chats per game. Like every game that started, you can go into the party chat and actually talk with people, and it actually helps out a lot. You can probably hear some of the talking in this video here with me playing this Reaper towards defending this point. If it wasn't for constant communication and where people was, we would not have won that game. Now, of course, you can't hear my comms because the recording software I was using did not have my mic recording, but you can tell that they was reacting to where I was saying and reacting where they was going and stuff like that. And that's something that's really big in a shooter like this, is teamwork. So really looking forward to that when the full game releases. But I'm just roaming on right now for 8 minutes. I'll let the rest of this gameplay play out. Let me guys know if you want to see more Overwatch, if you want some live commentaries, or you want just regular gameplay or post commentary, stuff like that. And I will provide that for you guys if you so choose. This is Hero Stormwolf, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.
Left side. Behind us, Reaper.
Огонь по готовности! Drop the beat.
Heroes never die.
Reaper. Hans is behind us.
Powered up.
Kill streak. Are you even trying?
My enemies fall like cherry blossoms. Strike at the heart.
Widow's on the side, right side.
Sniper.
Sniped.
This time, I'll finish the job.
Did someone call a doctor?
Widow's bottom right.
Where does it hurt? Patching you up. Огонь по готовности! Fire at will! Огонь по готовности!
Left side, Widow. Bottom.
Time is running out.
Heroes never die.
Good work.